South Africa's youth of yesteryear were one of a kind. They were vocal, they were vibrant, but most notably is that when under adverse pressure, they would bind together and become indestructible. And it's those characteristics that define them as the leaders of today. And I'm here to tell you is that history will repeat itself. The Young Citizens Action Program is a program devised for young people to engage with modern-day issues, one step at a time.
Called YCAP for short, it's a national competition that gives grade 10 learners the chance to address issues important to them. It was founded by Amanda Blankfield-Koseff.
Amanda, meeting the students here today, they're loud, they're vocal, they're energized, and in that sense, not much has changed. But what sort of problems do the youth of today face?
I think the main challenge that youth are facing is they're feeling like they have no power and they can't do anything to change their situations. They feel like the adults are letting them down or the government's letting them down and there's no hope, so they might as well just sit around and complain. And that's not the answer and that's not the solution. So that's the problem that we're facing, but I think that there are solutions and there are people who do see that there's a better way to do it.
So with that in mind, why YCAP?
YCAP was founded because there was a youth dialogue that was held when I was still the marketing manager of Africa Tikkun, which is another NGO. And this dialogue was great. All the youth had ideas of how to solve their problems and they were excited and they were motivated. But then when it came down to doing the work, they didn't know where to start. So they just went back to their normal lives. So I sat down with a group of people and we brainstormed and said, how are we going to make this an action program?
And 4 years down the line, what has the response been, not just from the students, but also the surrounding community and the teachers?
The response I've seen from the learners, the educators and the community is that they're actually feeling empowered and motivated to make changes. They're not feeling like this is an extra thing they have to do and it's going to take away from their free time. They're seeing it as an exclusive club that they can belong to and get recognition for it.
Competition is fierce as over 3,600 learners from 360 schools from all 9 provinces of the country participate each year.
Ofentse, what was the big goal when you joined the YCAP in 2012?
The goal was to win the district. That was the first goal, and to actually win the final product of the whole competition. And we didn't reach our goal, but then we managed to fall amongst the star because it was the galaxy that we were aiming for. We ended at provincial level. We went for the nationals.
Teams are judged on the impact they make, and Mrs. Petunia's learners want great praise.
After we won the provincial in 2012, we invited learners to come and join in YCAP 2013, and we had almost all the grade 10s coming in wanting to be YCAP members. So we had to come up with a selection process. The members themselves, I've seen most of them, they've gained self-confidence, and that has really boosted them even in their academic performances.
This year, YCAP's addressing the issue of civic violence against the youth, which includes gangsterism and substance abuse. They're tackling this through book collections for their library.
We realized that by just collecting books and having a school library, there's a lot of things we can change. For example, learners usually go out after school to gang fights and all that. Instead of doing that, they could stay in school and do homeworks in the library, get information. So they will not have an excuse to say there is no source of information at our school, and not that they wouldn't have a reason not to do their homeworks.
The annual competition is about so much more than winning. It encourages active citizenship from a young age and sees learners implementing some truly innovative solutions to social challenges.
So for those out there that are concerned about this generation of youth, I'm happy to report they're doing fine and well and all ready to change the world in 3 easy steps. 1, 2, 3.